So this is one that we see pretty frequently, that the photos aren't printing correctly. And you can see in this one that I have up, this is typically what we see, where it prints out about 3/4 of the page. So the first thing we're going to do is double check your printer settings. So you would go into your control panel, devices and printers, and check to make sure that whatever printer you're using is set to print at a 4x6. If that's correct, the next thing we're going to do is double check our display settings. And I know this sounds counterintuitive, but if you go into your control panel and then display, we're going to click on set a custom scaling level. Now this is different for every version of Windows. So this is Windows 10. Some of them, I think it's Windows 7, will just have a smaller and larger, and then Windows 8 is going to have kind of a slider. We always want to make sure that it's set to 100% or smallest, depending on which version of Windows that you have. And again, I know it's counterintuitive, but that would actually make the print too small if it's set differently. Now, if you're using a Surface Pro, that's going to be a little bit different, and I can put the, I've got the settings for that in the article. So just double check that if you are using a Surface Pro. The next thing to double check is if it's still not printing right. So we've adjusted the scaling level. The next thing we're going to do is some adjustments within BYO Booth, within the software itself. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and move over to the printing tab. So the printing tab opened up for us. We're going to play with the printer scale and the margins. So we're going to change, if it's too small, we're going to change our printer scale larger. So say 1.10, 1.25, something like that. If it's printing too large, we're going to shrink down our scale. So 0.95, something like that. If it's too far off to the sides, that's when we're going to start playing with our X and Y margin. And that's going to push it over or push it down, depending on which one you update.